Agapemed mission. God placed the vision of a medical mission on the hearts of the leaders of the Ethiopian Evangelical Church of Minnesota. Together with the help of healthcare workers within the church, they began to educate members about diabetes, high blood pressure, and signs and symptoms of stroke. They also gather together monthly to talk about current healthcare issues and to answer any questions and concerns that anyone may have. They did not stop there. They also reached out into the community to educate as well about any healthcare concerns. This one-time small vision that God had placed on the hearts of many has been blessed and received so well that the pastor and his flock have decided to help as many people as they can in January of 2015. Agapemed, along with the gospel mission, have expanded this God-driven medical mission to Holeta, Ethiopia.
So this is a medical mission trip that we did, I could say the first time, because the last year we kind of did a little research to see which part of Ethiopia needed the help. We come as a group from Ethiopian Evangelical Church, and our name is called agapemed. We took the vision of our leaders at church, and as being a healthcare worker, we had a few of the nurses and doctors and other healthcare workers that were very interested to come out to Ethiopia from Minnesota to help those who are in need.
My name is Lisa Robinson, and I'm a cardiology nurse at Abbott Northwestern Hospital. And I decided to go on this trip because my friend Beth invited me and told me about Ethiopia and how it needs help, and I really wanted to be a part of that. So we came a little early so we could see Ethiopia, get to experience what it was like. And then when it came to the mission, it was frustrating to not speak the language, but there were plenty of volunteers that spoke Amharic and English and were able to translate, so communicating was very good. And there were a lot of the patients that spoke English and were very eager to speak English with those who didn't speak Amharic, just so they could practice.
We were able to work with other medical groups called Christian Medical Doctors and Dentists Fellowship, which are groups of doctors who actually go around in Ethiopia 4 times a year and help those who are their own people to help their needs. So we joined those groups to actually be able to they have the manpower, their physicians and all kinds of healthcare workers. We joined them so we can have that potential.
Holeta is about 30 kilometers west of Addis Ababa. There are about 40,077 people living in Holeta according to the census of 2000. The primary language is Oromo, followed by Amharic. The sources of income for the majority of the people are small businesses, government salary jobs, and farming. The average family size is 5, including the parents. There are 2 government health care centers and about 12 private clinics, with no hospital in town. The major health care problems in this area is tuberculosis, pneumonia, typhoid fever, urinary tract infections, eye diseases, diabetes, hypertension, HIV, AIDS, and back pain. HIV and AIDS is a major health problem in this area. There are a total of 2,488 people living AIDS and HIV, and of these, 1,455 are on the heart and the CPT list. About 150 of the total number are children who are living with this disease, and they are also on the treatment list according to the data from the Holeta Healthcare Center. God has held our hands as we have completed His work. We were able to help many men, women, and children during the 6-day stay here at Holeta.
We have seen about almost close to 3,000 patients. We had different, it's in a clinic, but we had a different, we had internal med, minor surgeries, ENTs, dermatologies, different medical units, dentists, a lot of extraction were done. We were able to use the donation that was given to us from Matter. which is also called Hope from the Cities, who's in Minneapolis, actually Minnesota. And then other people that were helping us were some dentists. We also had a lot of help from the community who are donating a lot of equipments and supplies. People were donating eyeglasses, reading glasses, because we needed that for a lot of people. We had over 500 reading glasses that were given to those patients.
Our grand total of people that we're seeing who received medical care, 2,866. 523 of these people were children seen by pediatric services. 1,064 were seen by internal medicine. 114 were seen by dermatology. 150 were seen by ENT specialists. 72 minor same-day surgeries were completed. 213 were seen by dental services with extractions. 68 were seen by dental services with just consultation. 652 were seen by ophthalmologists. Many of these patients received glasses and eye drops. 443 people received lab work. The patients who were seen who needed more intensive care were given referrals to doctors in Addis, so they could be followed on a more continuous basis. After receiving medical care, patients had the option to receive spiritual counseling as well. Acts 4:12, and in none other is there salvation, for neither is there any other name under heaven that is given among men, wherein we must be saved. 328 people were saved during this mission trip. On the sixth day of the mission, agapemed workers were blessed to spend the day with 100 children, and the day consists of lunch, breakfast, lunch, and games.
On the top of that, we have children activity that includes children that are HIV positive, and those kids will be getting feeding throughout the day, maybe get some kids activities, which we brought the kids item from back from Minnesota.
Agapemed workers played kickball, soccer, blew bubbles, did arts and crafts, and had a full day of fun. The children received toothbrushes and toothpaste at the end of the day. The parents were educated on maintaining health care for themselves and their children, and were given information to receive additional health care if they needed. God has truly touched and blessed this mission, and without Him, none of this work could have been done. With that being said, our eyes have been opened to the amount of work that has yet to be done. Agapemed 2015.